still held a trace of sweet, a story told in small retreat. She didn't speak, she didn't sigh, but sugar stayed where glances lie. She stirred just once, then let it be, emotion soft as memory. The table held her fading sign, and sugar left and steeped in time. She never touched the final sip, but brushed the mug with parted lip. And when she left, her sweetness clung to morning light, still softly hung. And sugar left behind, I see her quiet, calm sincerity. No laughter loud, no lyrics blind, just truth in grains of thought refined. Now every drink I slowly stir brings back the hush that came from her. And in the light where morning dines still rests the sugar left behind. She never claimed, she never signed, but left her sweetness undefined. The softest mark I'd ever find was in the sugar left behind. And in that grain her heart aligned with all the sugar left behind. She walked in light that brushed her sleeve, aglow the morning couldn't leave. She didn't speak, but all could tell. The hush she wore, the secret spell. She held her cup with quiet grace, and traced the steam that met her face. No song, no line, no grand hello, but still the moment seemed to glow. The light that followed every move was like a hush she could improve. And even now when morning breathes, I see the light hung on her sleeves. When light hung on her sleeve that day, she spoke in warmth she couldn't say. No vocal weave, just silence glowing on her sleeve. Now every dawn that greets my door still echoes light she wore before. She didn't stay, but she did leave. A hush in light and linen weave. She never claimed, she didn't grieve, just lived in light she chose to sleep. And though she's gone, her voice remains in morning's weave. She whispered only through the eve, in light that hung upon her sleeve. She sat beneath the cafe's white, folded in that vanilla light. No need to speak, no need to try. Her breath was soft as lullaby. Her hand reached slow, then paused again, as if to mark a silent when. And in her gaze the morning poured, with calm no words had yet explored. She stirred the cream, then let it be, and smiled like wind along the sea. So still, yet all of her was there, in sugar breath and softened air. Folded in vanilla light, she shimmered soft and feather-light. She didn't sing, but I could feel a hush that turned the silence real. Though she took flight, still folded there in vanilla light. No song remains, no echo bright, but all her tone in morning light. And even now her hush ignites a peace within the cafe white. She left no word but made it right, folded in vanilla light. She didn't need to raise her sound. Her stillness shaped the world around. Each look, each pause, a subtle pose, a story told in calm she chose. The steam curled near her gentle hand, a silence I could understand. No need for drama to impose. She spoke through quiet, she composed. Her shadow moved but didn't wait. She let the stillness lead her way. In every glance her presence shows a power deep in quiet she chose. She chose the quiet, let it bloom, and filled the corners of the room. No need for voice, no need to close. She stayed within the quiet she chose. Now when I sit and feel the breeze, I sense her hush move through the trees. Still still strong, still light. Her rhythm flows within the calmer silence. No, she didn't fade, she didn't boast. She lived inside the quiet most. And when I miss her most, it shows in quiet, soft as she once chose. She sat with stillness draped in grace, a softness shining from her face. No song to start, no story broke, just silence shaped in every stroke. Her hands were folded on her lap, as if to hold a gentle map. And though no words came from her look, I saw the shape her silence took. She didn't speak, but gave me time to trace her hush in rhythm's rhyme. And in that hush I found her part, the echo drawn from beating heart. The shape her silence took remains in morning cups and window panes. She didn't sing, but still she spoke in coffee steam and softened cloak. The space she left was not forsook, it held the shape her silence took. No voice remains, no lyric hook, but still I see the way she looked. And every pause I ever took still sings the shape her silence took. She never said a word, just shook the world with silence that she took. Her cup was full, untouched, complete, but somehow held a bittersweet. She didn't sip, she didn't ache, but all I felt was what she break. She stared beyond the cafe glass, and moments she would let just pass. No hand was raised, no voice to shake, just stories in the sip she didn't take. The sugar stayed, the steam grew cold, but still her silence gently told of hope she chose not to remake in every sip she wouldn't take. The sip untouched still speaks to me of quiet choices hard to see. No shout, no fight, no grand heartbreak, just meaning in the sip she didn't take. Echoes in her wake inside the sip she didn't take. She left no trace, no sound to make, just silence where the steam would break. And in my own I always wake to feel the sip she didn't take. She stirred her cup, then paused mid-spin. The sound dissolved in gentle wind. No voice escaped, no smile grew wide, just hush between where thoughts reside. The clink was soft like lullaby, music made for no reply. She didn't hum, but there it lay, a silence steeped in her own way. The morning bloomed with quiet hue, her silence painting something true. And in the space between two tunes, we shared the sound of stirring spoons. The sound between our stirring spoons still echoes soft on quiet noons. She didn't sing, but in that grace, her hush became a sacred place. Now every cafe table speaks in whispered tones and gentle creaks. Her voice returns in quiet tunes between our cups and stirring spoons. She said, no line, no deeper room, just stirred the hush, then left the room. Yet still I hear her soft commune, the sound between our stirring spoons. And when I sip, her hush resumes, the sound between our stirring spoons. We didn't speak, we didn't blink, our thoughts just hovered near the sink. A silence built where glances rise across the table between our eyes. The coffee steamed, the sugar stayed, but still no single word we laid. And yet I knew what truth implies when held in space between our eyes. No music played, no moment staged, yet something in our quiet aged. And though we never voiced goodbyes, it lingered there between our table held our fears and dreams without a word or broken seams. It wasn't loud but bold and wise, what passed between our watching eyes. Now every empty chair I see reminds me where your gaze would be, and all the hush still testifies to what we held between our eyes. We didn't try, we didn't prize, but still we lived between our eyes. No words were needed, no disguise, just truth that lived between our eyes. She didn't rush, just took her time to swirl the cream in silent rhyme. No story told, no final cry, just grace in how she stirred the sky. The light bent slow across her hand, a quiet rhythm, soft and grand. Each motion soft, a lullaby that mirrored clouds she drew nearby. Her coffee swirled but never cooled, like thoughts she shaped but never ruled. And in her hush I saw it lie, the world she stirred into the sky. She stirred, the way she breathed, left stars in daylight, not deceived. No voice, no song, no need to try. She moved like wind across the sky. Now every time I she stared into the sky. She said no dream, she passed me by, but left her shape inside the sky. And I still sip and wonder why the way she stirred became the sky. She brushed a crumb and met my gaze, a morning filled with golden haze. No greeting shared, no voice to trust, just quiet eyes and coffee dust. Her toast lay cold but almost whole, like thoughts she'd barely dared console. And in the still between the bites, I felt the echoes of her nights. She didn't shift, she didn't press, but held her hush like Sunday dress. So careful, soft and nearly shy, she spoke through toast and quiet eye. Toast crumbs and quiet eyes remain a kind of hush that soothes the strain. She didn't sing, but I could trace her comfort in the morning space. I sip and see her every guise, still shining through those quiet eyes. No tune she sang, no grand reprise, just toast crumbs and her quiet eyes. Yet all she she tries, still rests in golden light that flies. She left no sound, just sweet goodbyes in toast crumbs and her quiet eyes. Breath was soft, her tea still warm. No story told, no breaking storm. She watched the world with eyes unfought and drifted under quiet thought. The cafe air was still and slow, but something in her eyes would glow. No words were shared, no line was caught, just silence steeped in quiet thought. The steam that rose became her veil, a whisper hidden in detail. And though she stayed, she always sought a home beneath her quiet thought. her steam and quiet sway. She let the noise just drift away. No line was said, no lesson taught, but I still hear her quiet thought. Now when I sit in morning light, I find her hush in every sight. No need for talk or battles fought. Her calm remains as quiet thought. She didn't ask, she never fought, just breathed and lived in quiet thought. The steam still lingers over broad, with all she held in quiet thought. She leaned back in a velvet chair and let the morning touch her hair. No rush to sip, no need to speak. Her silence filled the cozy week. She stirred the milk, then paused again, as if the swirl might draw me in. No song escaped her careful tone, but all her hush became my own. The quiet corner held her shade, like stories too soft to escape. And though she barely moved at all, her calm became my morning call. Velvet cups and quiet grace left her warmth in every space. She didn't speak, she didn't write, but morning felt her gentle light. Now every booth with velvet red still holds the things she never said. The hush she left remains so wide, in corners where her calm would hide. She's gone, but in that coffee place I still can sense her silent face. She didn't sip, just held the cup and let the rising steam fill up. A breath, a thought, a mystery. She lived inside her cup of tea. Her fingers curled but didn't clink. The spoon lay still, she didn't blink. And in that hush the world could see a stillness steeped in reverie. The table held her quiet grace, a teacup warm in perfect place. She didn't need to speak or flee. She bloomed in pause before the tea. The pause before her tea began was full of thoughts no sound could span. She didn't move yet spoke to me in all the hush before her tea. Now every steeping note I find recalls the grace she left behind. In quiet that still speaks to me, the pause she took before her tea. She didn't stay but didn't flee. She left a trace in stillest key, and I still feel her silently in pause before her morning tea. She sipped no line but stayed with me. The pause before her morning tea. Her eyes would wander just a bit, then focus sharp, then quietly flit. She never spoke the things she caught, but told me in the pause she brought. Her spoon would stop mid-cup and wait, as if the world was not that late. She took her time, she let things brew, and all the while I simply knew. The pause between her thoughts was deep, where all her meaning chose to sleep. No song she sang, but in her head a melody that calm had lit. The pause between her thoughts remains in quiet cups and window panes. She didn't move, but still she taught that peace was made in silent thought. Now when I sip, I breathe her slow, a rhythm I no longer know, yet somehow it still pours and flows from where her hush begins to grow. She's not around, but I am caught in pause between her every thought. And though her tone I never bought, it's found in all the peace she brought. No voice remains, just what she sought. The pause between her every thought. She didn't rush, she took it slow and let her silence gently grow. Each word she spoke, a thread she nursed. With space she sipped between them first. Her tea would steam, her eyes would glaze, as if each phrase took time to raise. No need to fill, no need to burst. She sipped before her meanings cursed. When she paused, the world stood still, a hush that showed her quiet will. No script to read, no line rehearsed, just truth she sipped between each verse. Sipped between her quiet lines with thoughts that echoed through the times. No shout, no rhyme, no sudden thrust, just clarity she built on trust. Time I hear delay, I think of her and how she'd say the space between the calm she nursed still speaks in all the sips she versed. She left no page, no scripted thirst, just what she sipped between her words. Her voice returns, sip gently back between her words. Her coffee mug was nearly still, but held a world she used to fill. She touched the rim like tracing luck, in stillness held beneath the mug. She watched the foam dissolve with care, as if her dreams were settling there. And though she moved with just a shrug, her silence bloomed beneath the mug. No music played, but she was sung in pauses small. She stayed so long. Her calm a thread she gently tucked, still woven deep beneath her mug. Stillness in a shallow cup where memory begins to stir up. She left no phrase, no warning tuck, just quiet deep beneath the mug. Now when I drink, I hold her trace in coffee's weight and porcelain grace. She said no line, no voice was snuck, but I still hear her in my mug. She didn't write, she didn't plug, her story lives beneath the mug. Each sip reveals her trace of sweet, a story told in small retreat. She didn't speak, she didn't sigh, but sugar stayed where glances lie. She stirred just once, then let it be, emotion soft as memory. The table held her fading sign, and sugar left and steeped in time. She never touched the final sip, but brushed the mug with parted lip. And when she left, her sweetness clung to morning light, still softly hung. And sugar left behind, I see her quiet, calm sincerity. No laughter loud, no lyrics blind, just truth in grains of thought refined. Drink I slowly stir brings back the hush that came from her, and in the light where morning dines still rests the sugar left behind. She never claimed, she never signed, but left her sweetness undefined. The softest mark I'd ever find was in the sugar left behind. And in that grain her heart aligned with all the sugar left behind. She walked in light that brushed her sleeve, aglow the morning couldn't leave. She didn't speak, but all could tell. The hush she wore, the secret spell. She held her cup with quiet grace, and traced the steam that met her face. No song, no line, no grand hello, but still the moment seemed to glow. The light that followed every move was like a hush she could improve. And even now when morning breathes, I see the light hung on her sleeves. When light hung on her sleeve that day, she spoke in warmth she couldn't say. No vocal weave, just silence glowing on her sleeve. Now every dawn that greets my door still echoes light she wore before. She didn't stay, but she did leave. A hushing light and linen weave. She never claimed, she didn't grieve, just lived in light she chose to sleep. And though she's gone, I still believe her sleeve. She sat beneath the cafe's white, folded in that vanilla light. No need to speak, no need to try. Her breath was soft as lullaby. Her hand reached slow, then paused again, as if to mark a silent when. And in her gaze the morning poured, with calm no words had yet explored. She stirred the cream, then let it be, and smiled like wind along the sea. So still, yet all of her was there, in sugar breath and softened air. Folded in vanilla light, she shimmered soft and feather-light. She didn't sing, but I could feel a hush that turned the silence real. Though she took flight, still folded there in vanilla light. No song remains, no echo bright, but all her tone in morning light. And even now her hush ignites a peace within the cafe white. She left no word but made it right, folded in vanilla light. She didn't need to raise her sound. Her stillness shaped the world around. Each look, each pause, a subtle pose, a story told in calm she chose. The steam curled near her gentle hand, a silence I could understand. No need for drama to impose. She spoke through quiet, she composed. Her shadow moved but didn't wait. She let the stillness lead her way. In every glance her presence shows a power deep in quiet she chose. She chose the quiet, let it bloom, and filled the corners of the room. No need for voice, no need to close. She stayed within the quiet she chose. I sense her hush move through the trees. Still strong, still light, her rhythm flows within the calmer silence. No, she didn't fade, she didn't boast. She lived inside the quiet She sat with stillness draped in grace, a softness shining from her face. No song to start, no story broke, just silence shaped in every stroke. Her hands were folded on her lap, as if to hold a gentle map. And though no words came from her look, I saw the shape her silence took. She didn't speak, but gave me time to trace her hush in rhythm's rhyme. And in that hush I found her part, the echo drawn from beating heart. The shape her silence took remains in morning cups and window panes. She didn't sing, but still she spoke in coffee steam and softened cloak. The space she left was not forsook, it held the shape her silence took. No voice remains, no lyric hook, but still I see the way she looked. And every pause I ever took still sings the shape her silence took. She never said a word, just shook the world with silence that she took. Her cup was full, untouched, complete, but somehow held a bittersweet. She didn't sip, she didn't ache, but all I felt was what she break. She stared beyond the cafe glass, and moments she would let just pass. No hand was raised, no voice to shake, just stories in the sip she didn't take. The sugar stayed, the steam grew cold, but still her silence gently told of hope she chose not to remake. In every sip she wouldn't take. The sip untouched still speaks to me of quiet choices hard to see. No shout, no fight, no grand heartbreak, just meaning in the sip she didn't take. left echoes in her wake, inside the sip she didn't take. She left no trace, no sound to make, just silence where the steam would break. And in my own I always wake to feel the sip she didn't take. She stirred her cup, then paused mid-spin. The sound dissolved in gentle wind. No voice escaped, no smile grew wide, just hush between where thoughts reside. The clink was soft like lullaby, music made for no reply. She didn't hum, but there it lay, a silence steeped in her own way. The morning bloomed with quiet hue, her silence painting something true. And in the space between two tunes, we shared the sound of stirring spoons. The sound between our stirring spoons still echoes soft on quiet noons. She didn't sing, but in that grace, her hush became a sacred place. Now every cafe table speaks in whispered tones and gentle creaks. Her voice returns in quiet tunes between our cups and stirring spoons. She said, no line, no deeper room, just stirred the hush, then left the room. Yet still I hear her soft commune, the sound between our stirring spoons. And when I sip, her hush resumes, the sound between our stirring spoons. We didn't speak, we didn't blink, our thoughts just hovered near the sink. A silence built where glances rise across the table between our eyes. The coffee steamed, the sugar stayed, but still no single word we laid. And yet I knew what truth implies when held in space between our eyes. No music played, no moment staged, yet something in our quiet aged. And though we never voiced goodbyes, it lingered there between our eyes. The table held our fears and dreams without a word or broken seams. It wasn't loud but bold and wise. What passed between our watching eyes? Now every empty chair I see reminds me where your gaze would be, and all the hush still testifies to what we held between our eyes. We didn't try, we didn't prize, but still we lived between our eyes. No words were needed, no disguise, just truth that lived between our eyes. She didn't rush, just took her time to swirl the cream in silent rhyme. No story told, no final cry, just grace in how she stirred the sky. The light bent slow across her hand, a quiet rhythm, soft and grand. Each motion soft, a lullaby that mirrored clouds she drew nearby. Her coffee swirled but never cooled, like thoughts she shaped but never ruled. And in her hush I saw it lie, the world she stirred into the sky. She stirred, the way she breathed, left stars in daylight, not deceived. No voice, no song, no need to try. She moved like wind across the sky. Now every time I stir my cup, her rhythm softly rises up. Begins to fly, with memory stirred into the sky. She said no dream, she passed me by, but left her shape inside the sky. And I still sip and wonder why the way she stirred became the sky. She brushed a crumb and met my gaze, a morning filled with golden greetings shared, no voice to trust, just quiet eyes and coffee dust. Her toast lay cold but almost whole, like thoughts she'd barely dared console. And in the still between the bites, I felt the echoes of her nights. She didn't shift, she didn't press, but held her hush like Sunday dress. So careful, soft and nearly shy, she spoke through toast and quiet eye. Toast crumbs and quiet eyes remain a kind of hush that soothes the strain. She didn't sing, but I could trace her comfort in the morning space. And every crumb upon the tray still marks the note she didn't play. I sip and see her every guise, still shining through those quiet eyes. No tune she sang, no grand reprise, just toast crumbs and her quiet eyes. Yet all she was and all she tries still rests in golden light that flies. She left no sound, just sweet goodbyes in toast crumbs and her quiet eyes. Her breath was soft, her tea still warm. No story told, no breaking storm. She watched the world with eyes unfought and drifted under quiet thought. The cafe air was still and slow, but something in her eyes would glow. No words were shared, no line was caught, just silence steeped in quiet thought. The steam that rose became her veil, a whisper hidden in detail. And though she stayed, she always sought a home beneath her quiet thought. Under steam and quiet sway, she let the noise just drift away. No line was said, no lesson taught, but I still hear her quiet thought. Now when I sit in morning light, I find her hush in every sight. No need for talk or battles fought, her calm remains as quiet thought. She didn't ask, she never fought, just breathed and lived in one quiet thought. The steam still lingers over broad, with all she held in quiet thought. She leaned back in a velvet chair and let the morning touch her hair. No rush to sip, no need to speak. Her silence filled the cozy week. She stirred the milk, then paused again, as if the swirl might draw me in. No song escaped her careful tone, but all her hush became my own. The quiet corner held her shape, like stories too soft to escape. And though she barely moved at all, her calm became my morning call. Velvet cups and quiet grace left her warmth in every space. She didn't speak, she didn't write, but morning felt her gentle light. Now every booth with velvet red still holds the things she never said. The hush she left remains so wide, in corners where her calm would hide. She's gone, but in that coffee place I still can sense her silent face. Her warmth remains, her echo stays in velvet cups and gentle days. No song remains, just her embrace in quiet corners, velvet grace. She didn't sip, just held the cup and let the rising steam fill up. A breath, a thought, a mystery. She lived inside her cup of tea. Her fingers curled but didn't clink. The spoon lay still, she didn't blink. And in that hush the world world could see, a stillness steeped in reverie. The table held her quiet grace, a teacup warm in perfect place. She didn't need to speak or flee, she bloomed in pause before the tea. The pause before her tea began was full of thoughts no sound could span. She didn't move yet spoke to me in all the hush before her tea. Now every steeping note I find recalls the grace she left behind. In quiet that still speaks to me, the pause she took before her tea. She didn't stay but didn't flee, she left a trace in stillest key. And I still feel her silently in pause before her morning tea. She sipped no line but stayed with me. The pause before her morning tea. Her eyes would wander just a bit, then focus sharp, then quietly flit. She never spoke the things she caught, but told me in the pause she brought. Her spoon would stop mid-cup and wait, as if the world was not that late. She took her time, she let things brew, and all the while I simply knew. The pause between her thoughts was deep, where all her meaning chose to sleep. No song she sang, but in her head a melody that calm had lit. The pause between her thoughts remains in quiet cups and window panes. She didn't move, but still she taught that peace was made in silent thought. Now when I sip, I breathe her slow, a rhythm I no longer know, yet somehow it still pours and flows from where her hush begins to grow. She's not around, but I am caught in pause between her every thought. And though her tone I never bought, it's found in all the peace she brought. No voice remains, just what she sought. The pause between her every thought. She didn't rush, she took it slow and let her silence gently grow. Each word she spoke, a thread she nursed. With space she sipped between them first. Her tea would steam, her eyes would glaze, as if each phrase took time to raise. No need to fill, no need to burst. She sipped before her meanings cursed. When she paused, the world stood still, a hush that showed her quiet will. No script to read, no line rehearsed, just truth she sipped between each verse. Sipped between her quiet lines with thoughts that echoed through the times. No shout, no rhyme, no sudden thrust, just clarity she built on trust. Time I hear delay, I think of her and how she'd say the space between the calm she nursed still speaks in all the sips she versed. She left no page, no scripted thirst, just what she sipped between her words. Her voice returns, sip gently back between her words.